How's it, everyone? And welcome back to another video with Fishing with Harry. I'm Nico, and today we're gonna see if we can catch a couple of bass. And we on Witbank Dam. We're launching here from the View Lodge, and we're gonna see if how it's gonna go. The weather looks absolutely awesome for today, so let's see how we're going to do today. I'm sure it's going to be awesome, and hopefully I can show you quite a few catches. So stick around and let's fish. Yep, been on the water for about an hour now. Lost a couple of extremely small freaking bass, but I couldn't manage to put any one of them in the boat. They are minute. Hopefully the bigger ones are hanging out. Some of the guys were fishing there from the bank this morning, and I caught quite a couple of good sizes. There's a bite. This is just small. This is maybe I must, because currently I have this hula stick on. Put a smaller one on there, but then I'm gonna just catch the small ones. But a fish is a fish, I suppose. It's better than catching nothing, but I would like to get the bigger ones. But as far as this goes, just the smaller ones. That's and Nedrick is also always, like on my previous video you would have seen. I'm catching them on a Nedrick. It's always a good bait. So try it if you haven't tried it before. Give it a shot. And the way that I fish it is I just cast it out and I let it drop to the bottom, and yeah, and just tiny little bumps on the bottom, and you'll feel it. You'll feel the tick, and then you just reel into it. Try not to hammer on it quite hard when you set the hook. It's not necessary. Because with the Nedrick, you have an exposed hook, so it's you quite easily hook into the bass, unless it's very small and it doesn't get the hook in its mouth. And the wind is still blowing not too bad this morning. It's actually quite nice, especially with the temperatures that we're gonna get today. It's forecasted to be 32. Water temperature is already 24, so I'm expecting the water temps to go up 27, 28 degrees. But that's, we must always remember when you check it on your fish finder, that's on the surface water, but as you go deeper the water cools down. Eventually a small little one, but it's there, got a smaller bait, and yeah, fish is a fish. Small, last time on my last video, so why didn't this switch on? Okay, now you're on. So that's the one that we need to upgrade during the day. So let's do that. 25 centimeters. So yeah, first one for the day. So let him go in the Garcia. Off he goes. So yeah, at least something. So let's try for another one. So using a smaller bait did work, but it also brought in the smaller fish. So let's see. Maybe there's a bigger one. And I said that in the previous video as well. Maybe there's a bigger one in between here, and hopefully it's not the same as in at Boskop Dam in the previous video, where I just kept on catching the smaller ones. Hopefully in between here somewhere is a bigger one roaming around, and then we'll be able to catch it. Okay, there's a bite, and we're on again. Okay, swimming in the grass, off. And again, that's most probably a small one. It did feel good, but a lot of bass, especially smaller ones, you think you've got a nice sized bass on, and then it turns out to be an absolute dink. So let's just try again. And most of the time on the Ned rig as well, they're not biting you as you bumping it on the bottom. So you're bumping it on the bottom, and you just let it lie there. And it's when it's doing nothing, well, it's not actually doing nothing, but when you're not moving it, that they actually bite you. So with the Z-Man plastic, the Ned rig goes and it stands upright, and obviously with the current and stuff underneath the water, that is still moving. So it's not doing nothing. It's just, what I mean to say is I'm not moving it. I'm gonna use the Ned rig. It's got a bit more weight to it. And here all the waves comes in from the boat, and we're gonna ride some waves. A nice big one coming, but the kayak can handle it. So on video it doesn't look that big, but yeah. So yeah, let's ride the waves. And they basically, the guys that's now trying to get that man back on the skis is basically right on top of these guys that's bank fishing his lines, and it's so unnecessary. Be a bit considerate, you know. You've got the entire dam to go and enjoy yourself on the skis. Nobody's fishing on that side. There's no bank fishermen over on that side, and yet there's a fish on. That's on. Yeah, like I was now just having a chat to you, and I didn't move this thing at all, so it was just lying there. And this thing is freaking extremely small. Holy smokes! This is that's what I was talking about. That's most probably why I can't get them. But we keep it interesting in the club. There's actually a prize for the smallest bass. So we're going to take a photo of this. Smallest bass, I think it's a bottle of whiskey. So yeah, let's win a bottle of whiskey. Wonder if anybody's going to catch smaller than this. Let's just have a look at how big it is on the measuring. And I've got 20 centimeters. Trying to get out. There it goes. Quick release. I think you might have saw it on my chest camera, but was all over the place, 20 centimeters. And that can win me a prize. So, yeah. We keep it interesting in the club. There's like the first fish after 8 posted and things like that, and there's most probably already somebody that posted a fish. Let's have a look. Yep, there's already a fish posted, so there the prize, one of the prizes goes. So we keep it quite interesting. There's quite a lot of prizes. There's actually a prize for the guy with the lowest score, without blanking, obviously. If you blank, we don't take that as a lowest score. So you must have at least some fish. Works. A lot of people, I know there's quite a few anglers, bass anglers that for some reason they hate the Ned rig. But for some odd reason they just don't like the Ned rig at all. For me, why? If it catches fish, why not use it? I always have a saying, you know, if a lure works, why change it? If you get bass on a spot, why leave? Why leave bass to go and catch bass? So yeah, that just makes sense to me. So if you hate the Ned rig, put it in the comments down below. Tell me, why do you hate it so much? And when I say hate, there's anglers that absolutely hates it. In the grass there now. Pop it out. We should be fine. Leave it there. So comment down below. Tell me if you're a hater of Ned rig. Don't just tell me you hate it. Tell me, why do you hate it? So yeah. Hoppa, just as I switch off the camera, another one. This is slightly bigger than a 20, and the boat is just not going nowhere. This oak of the boat is just staying here where the guys are fishing. At least it's slightly bigger than my other one as well. My other one was 25. This is 26. So let's let this little fella go. Off he goes. He's very eager to get back into the water. We also don't like to keep him out of the water for too long. This is a way better fish. I can feel this. Way better fish. Way better fish. Oh yes. Now this is better than a 20 centimeter. Yeah. Let's make sure this photo is good. Photo's good. Yeah. So better fish for a change. 35 centimeters. Let's let it go. There it goes. Awesomeness. That's it. Okay, so we're getting on to the bigger ones. So yeah, this is our trip to Witbank Dam. Not a lot of big fish that came out. With me is Gary here, awesome fisherman as well. Also battled a bit. to get the bigger ones?
Well, 19 was part of my bag.
No, that's 19 centimeters, by the way, not 19 pounds or anything like that. But yeah, smaller ones that came out yesterday, a lot of them. 140 centimeter came out,
Yeah.
at least, and a couple in the mid 30s. But that's fishing for you,
Yeah,
eh?
it was fun, eh?
Yeah, it was awesome. Weather was good for a change.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I went for a swim with my kayak. It was so hot, eh?
yeah, just jump off and cool off a bit. Yeah, so guys, that's a trip for Witbank. We'll see you again in January, where we're gonna do Buffels.
Buffels, yeah.
Buffelspoort.
Another hard dam, eh?
Awesome, yeah. Well, awesome dam, but difficult.
Yeah.
Quite difficult. So yeah, we'll have a next video out in January for Buffelspoort. Tight lines. Keep safe.